I'm here once again in Gardens Park with my friend Steve.
What's up?
Battleborn Steve, to be exact. If you're not following Steve on all of the socials, including OnlyFans apparently.
Yeah.
I don't think he's really on OnlyFans, but if you're not following Steve, you're definitely missing out. Steve's one of the best agents we have at the Cerrone Group, and he's an amazing Las Vegas native who can help you make your transition to Las Vegas that much easier and faster.
Thank
of course,
you.
love you. And Steve is also a family man, like I am a family lady, like myself. So we're in Summerlin here at Gardens Park, which is a super family-friendly area. Today's video is all about what?
Families.
Families, sir. Neighborhoods
Yes.
that are going to be best for you if you're bringing a family with you to Las Vegas. Okay, the first one on my list, especially when it comes to families, when people reach out to me and say, I either want to start a family or I already have a family, turnkey kind of experience where you're going to have all of it built in is INSPIRADA in Henderson, my friends.
It's a nice one.
They've got beautiful parks, amazing built-in community pools, community skate park, dog parks. They have a coffee shop that's just for the community itself. It's very tight-knit. They have events that happen throughout the year. I love INSPIRADA because they also have schools built into that community as well.
Yeah. Also, the architecture's different than a lot of areas in Las Vegas. You know, you kind of have like those brownstones, townhouses that kind of give you more of like a Central Park vibe, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
But then there's also like more modern architecture because it's a newer master plan community. So you have, if you're really into, you know, clean lines, like modern, mid-century modern, that sounds weird to say.
It does weird. It's modern, mid-century modern.
Yeah, then that's a good place for you.
Yeah, there's a lot of single family home options too. And again, parks galore, dog parks, skate parks, anything that a family would need to have really close access to, it's all right there at your fingertips. I think the best thing for me too is that, you know, they've built around INSPIRADA to make it easy. It was kind of off on its own for a long time.
Yeah, it really was.
Which was family friendly when you were there, but then you had to drive to get everywhere else. But they've really built that area up around
They have. It's been really cool to kind of see the growth.
So my number one pick is always going to be INSPIRADA, turnkey experience. You don't have to work that hard to find your neighbors and build your community. So that's for me. What's your choice?
Well, my choice is going to be where we're at right now. I'm going to go ahead and say Summerlin, and I'm sure you've seen that on 1,000 other videos because Summerlin really rocks.
It does rock.
I don't even live here, but I can just, I'll tip my hat to Summerlin.
You almost live here. You live like a block outside of Summerlin.
One exit away, you know? Okay, but the reasons why are like parks like this one we're in right now, which are just gorgeous. Yeah. The HOA is relatively low for the most part.
Amazing shopping, food.
Yeah, very sought after schools too.
Oh, the schools are very highly rated.
Oh my gosh.
Some of the top rated in the state,
I would
actually.
say, yeah. And there's also private schools located inside Summerlin too, like Bishop Gorman, Meadows.
One of the things I like about Summerlin for families is that we're super close to a lot of outdoor experiences, not just parks, right? So you could be living in Summerlin or even right outside of Summerlin like him and just go right up the street and take advantage of Red Rock National Park, or you're not too far from Mount Charleston, which is only about a 25-minute drive. Okay, so we started in Henderson, we bounced over to Summerlin. I'm gonna take you back over to Henderson.
Fine.
I'm a Henderson girl. Green Valley. Green Valley is one of my favorite locations in Las Vegas when it comes to family friendly and just bringing a family to our city because it is really centrally located in Henderson, which is another city outside of Vegas.
It's its own city.
It's its own city. We have its own fire department, its own mayor, the whole thing, right? Their own police department, the whole thing. But what I love is there's a lot of green, a lot of rolling hills. It's similar to where we're standing right now.
I would say it's very similar to Summerlin.
Maybe not as nice as far as like all the parks and all the prettiness.
It's really nice.
But you do get a lot more bang for your buck with some of the houses out in Green Valley because they're a little bit older. So some of them are on larger lots. You have the pools, a lot more bedroom count, things like that. Whereas I think Summerlin it's a little bit tighter. Yeah. You can definitely get larger homes, but I think you get more bang for your buck in Green Valley.
I agree. And they've got some pretty big community centers there as well.
They do. Beautiful community centers, community pools, libraries, the whole thing. And then the kicker, as always, when it comes to family and the conversation about family is schools. They also, just like Summerlin, Henderson also has highly rated schools, some of the best rated schools in all of Nevada. So huge fan of that. A lot of people, and I'm a big proponent of INSPIRADA, Henderson as a whole, but Green Valley specifically, very close to my heart. What about you, Steve?
Like what I think about Green Valley?
No, I want to see what do you got to come up against Green Valley? Give me something else.
I don't have anything to come against Green Valley because Green Valley is awesome.
Okay.
This is it. This is where the list stops. But if we're going to branch out further, I'm going to go ahead and say Valley Vista in North Las Vegas.
Yes.
Why? There's multiple reasons. Number one, it's brand new. Yeah. It's like within the last 3 years, they've built up that whole community.
A lot of single-story homes too, right?
Yeah, single-story homes, two-story homes. There's townhouses there too.
Is it officially North Las Vegas?
It is officially North Las Vegas.
Okay, so that's awesome. It's another area of town, another official city that's separate from Las Vegas.
Yeah, if you cross the street, then you're in Las Vegas. So Decatur's the cusp right there. So, but what's cool is it's got one of the best price per square foot in North Las Vegas. So if you're a family wanting to get the newest, nicest home for the least amount of money, I would send you over there in a heartbeat.
I also think too, military families, right? The people
Lots
who
of
Nellis
military.
Air Force Base families who are, that's close to Nellis,
So
right?
close.
So it's close to Nellis Air Force Base. So if you're coming here, if you're part of the military, part of the Nellis Air Force Base family, you bring, you know, they have the opportunity to live on base or around base or near base. That's a really high point for them in their brand new homes, which is not, it's been a while since they built new homes over there.
Yeah, and you're close to the mountains too, so it's a really pretty area.
Close to the Speedway too, so if your family's into going out to the Speedway for some of those races each and every year, it might be your thing.
Yeah.
The next one on the list, the last one on the list, I should say, and it's a really good one. It's only about 5 or 6 years old, is SKYE Canyon.
SKYE Canyon, yeah.
Yes. So if you're an outdoorsy family and you like to do a lot of hiking and biking and just really want to get away from the scene of Vegas, you're going to be located at the base of Mount Charleston, just about 10 or 15 minutes from the road that takes you straight up there. And this is awesome because during the summertime, Mount Charleston can be up to 30 degrees cooler in the middle of the summer because it's such an elevation difference.
It really can. I've been up there a lot recently, and you know, we're in July right now as we're filming this. I'll be up there a lot more too.
Yeah,
so
it's amazing. So outdoor stuff for families is great. There's beautiful, built into the community, beautiful parks. My favorite thing though is their community center.
Yeah. It's awesome. You can take a kayak, mountain bike, whatever.
Yeah, it's like an REI. You walk in,
really cool.
Gorgeous setting. It's like log cabin inside. It's amazing. But then they have parks that are built out. They have events there for the community all the time. There's a community pool. And again, it's just very similar to Inspirada, very turnkey, easy to kind of make it your own. And it's an awesome experience for families. So huge fan of SKYE Canyon. All right, we hope this list was helpful for you. If you're thinking about moving to Las Vegas with or without a family, we still want to talk to you. But this was definitely geared toward people who are either going to be starting a family or already have one. Thanks for joining me again, Steve.
No problem.
Appreciate you.
It was a lot of fun.
If you want to work with Steve and I to buy your home or find out what it is to live in Las Vegas, click the link in the description or call us, text us, email us. We're here for you anytime. We'll see you next time.